Oh, hello. I'm driving, I know, but let me just tell you, my life this past day, week with school has just been incredibly hectic, and I have accomplished everything that I've needed to, but I just really have not had time for anything else but the absolute necessary quizzes, tests, studying, going to work. I worked this morning, and yeah, I've just been really super busy, so I'm going to be driving. It's vlogging and driving mixed together. Look it up. Yeah, Maryland just passed, I think it was a week and a half ago, a law against talking on the cell phone and driving. And I was really excited because I just turned 18 in August, and I was like, I can talk on my cell phone now, whatever. Because I used to do it when I was 16, 17. But I would always be like, okay, I gotta go because I don't want to get pulled over and I'll get raped in the ass with like a fucking night ticket if I get pulled over for talking on the phone. Cops and me, we don't mix. I don't like to smell bacon when I'm out on the road whipping it like I do. And that does how I do. If that makes any sense. And if it's all noisy and bumpy, I'm sorry. My car is 17 years old, 16 years old. It's gonna be 17 soon. Deal with it, because I am too. And I rolled up all the windows and it's really, really, really hot in here, but I'm just trying to diminish extra sound. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, so I can't talk on the cell phone. On the cell phone. I sound like a foreigner. You can't talk on the cell phone when you drive. I can't talk on my cell phone when I drive unless it's on speaker, and it has to be all hands free, otherwise you can't do it. Texting, of course, was banned a long time ago. But I don't know if there is a law against vlogging and driving, and if there is, I'm breaking it. Yeah, anyway, I'm really crunched for time, so I'm just filming this while I'm driving, because I'm driving home from college, and it takes a good amount of time. So I'm gonna multitask. I'm not gonna edit and drive. That's some crazy bullshit, and I'm not gonna do it. All right. So something that I'm there's a cop. Okay. I'll just think I'm crazy. I got that sync shit in the phone. I can talk on the phone and vlog because it's hands free. I look normal because oh my god, it's like I have a hands free phone system, so I can just talk like this. Blah 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 blah. People in traffic looking at me, and I'm talking to my vlog squad member people. Hi. Oh man. So stressed out. Anyway, something I'm passionate about. I don't know if you guys, my GPS fell. Okay, so something that I am passionate about. I do not know if you guys know this, but I love fish. I love aquatics. Every time when I was little, every time I saw the water, I would get like a fucking high. I would get so excited. Excuse my language, I don't know why I felt the need to curse there, but I'm really passionate about the water and things that live in the water and keeping fish in my house. I love animals, but more specifically anything dealing with aquatics. So I'm going to talk about that for 1 minute fast, and while I am already distracted, let me set the timer on my phone. Alright, and I'm not even using my cruise control. This is how good I be with this. Tools, stopwatch. Okay, we're gonna go now. So I have two 10-gallon tanks and I have a 5-gallon tank. In my 5-gallon tank, I have 3 plants that I got from Petco. I didn't actually have to pay for them because they were small when I got them, and they were growing, like, it budded off of, that's an asexual reproduction term, regarding plants. They budded off of a bigger plant. I wanted the bigger plant, but it had snails all over it, and snails are really hard to get out of your tank. Once you get a snail infestation, you're screwed. You just have to either get a new tank or chemical bomb your tank, and I'm not comfortable putting chemicals in my tank, really. I like to keep it natural. So anyway, I get these 3 plants from Petco. I talked to the guy. I was like, I would pay full price for, I said, I want these 3 plants, but I don't want the big one. Can you take the bugs off for me, because I don't want snails in my tank? He goes, you can just have them for free. And I was like, oh, I really did that. And he looked at me and I was like, I just get excited about aquatics, sir. So I take them home and I put them in my tank, and here's the sad thing. My betta fish in that tank died, and his name was Malcolm. He was a half-moon blue betta fish. Damn, I've already talked for a minute. I'm just gonna keep talking. Fuck it. Fuck it. Excuse my language. Screw it. So yeah, Malcolm died about 2 weeks ago. Maybe this is heartless of me, but I ordered another one, and I'll do a video on that so you guys can see on my main channel or something. You're gonna see him. And I ordered a girl one too, from Thailand actually, which is really cool. But on my 10-gallon tank, so I have 2 10-gallon tanks and a 5-gallon tank. In my 10-gallon tank, I have 3 female betta fish. One I had Malcolm for he was 2.5 to 3 years old. I've had him for almost 2 years. Oh, I'm running out of memory. Oh my god. So oh my god, I have 4 minutes left. I have 3 full-grown female betta fish in my 10-gallon tank, and right now there aren't any plants in there because I had a bit of an issue with algae, so I had to completely take everything out and wash it down. I didn't put chemicals, I just rinsed it in water until it was clean, and now I have the tank cycling, and I put some algae begon in there. That's a chemical, but it's not like for eradication of oh, it is for eradication of a living organism. Never mind, I'm comfortable with that chemical. Fuck it, I'm a hypocrite, I don't care. So, in my, one of the fish is like this big, it's really blue. I got her right when I got Malcolm, so she's about 2.5 to 3 years old as well. I have a purple rainbow beta fish that's 1.5 inches, about 1 inch long, crown tail, which means her fins are, just Google it. And I have a, what's the other one? Oh, a blue, standard female. She has a spot on either side of her gills, that's why I bought her. She's very, very pretty. And in my other 10-gallon tank, I have 4 guppies. Oh, there's also a plecostomus, or I don't know how you say plecostomus. There's a pleco in my, a suckerfish in my 10-gallon tank with the beta fish in it, and it is one of the, okay, seriously, when you guys go to Petco, if you like fish and you want to buy fish, the little suckerfish that you think are cute, they get this fucking big. They get like 12 inches to 36 inches big, a foot to like 2 feet in length, depending on the variety that you get. So when you read the label, ask them how big the fish is gonna get, because I had one of those suckers, literally one of those suckers. It got huge, and it just got so big. So anyway, the one that I have now is the max size it'll get is 5 inches. I got it. It was about 2.5 inches. It's like 3 inches now. It's not growing too fast. It's okay though. Maybe he's just a runt. I like it. He's striped. He's brown. He's very cool. He has one eye. I think I should name him something regarding one eye, like a pirate. He's my little pirate guy. So anyway, in my 10-gallon tank, not my beta fish 10-gallon tank, my guppy 10-gallon tank, I have I have 4 female guppies. 2 of them I bred, are the result of, they're the first generation I'm trying to lane change them. I'm not going to sacrifice myself so that I can get sentences out for you guys. Sorry, but they are first generation, I guess, Argelon fish, because I bred them. I bred the parents in my tank, and then they gave birth to a whole bunch of them, so I gave some away to my friends, and I kept 2 of the females. And I have 1 beta fish, one guppy. It has a black tail with white spots. I've had that thing for as long as I've had Malcolm. I got Malcolm, and I got my other 2 beta fish, and I got like 3 guppies in December of 2008, guys. I didn't even have my license. It was when I was in driving school. I would go to Petco on my breaks and then take the fish inside the classroom, smuggle them inside my house in my jacket, and then I bought fish tanks and I put them in. And how long have I been talking about this for? I'm not talking as fast anymore, but it's been 4 minutes and 44 seconds, so I'm not, this isn't gonna even take a lot of editing, because it's a vlog, whatever. It's hot. I'm sorry, I have to do something. It's really hot. I hope you can still hear me. So, she's old. She's like 2.5 to 3 years old, because they're like, they don't give them to you when they're newborns. They're like up to 3, like between like 2 months to 6 months when you get them. And she was pregnant when I got her, so she had already reached sexual maturity. And I think that's at like, was it 3 or 4 months for guppies, maybe 2, I don't know. But yeah, and the babies that I have aren't her babies, they're her sister's babies. Or her other 2 siblings died, because I mean they were old, 2.5 to 3 years old. She's old. She's staying in there though. And the other one that I have, I bought a couple months ago from the Petco in Annapolis, and oh no, it was PetSmart in Annapolis. Not that you really give a shit, but that's where I got them from. You can tell how passionate I am. I know all the details. Her name is Lady, by the way, the one with the black tail and white spots. I didn't name the other beta fish. Okay, so I had to switch it over to internal memory, so we're good to go. And F my life, I forgot that there is traffic from the Renaissance Festival, and the way to get to my house is right by the fairgrounds in Crownsville, and it's just backed up. I'm gonna be in traffic. My house is, let's say, it's 6 minutes from here. It's gonna take me 20 to get home, unless there's no way to get around it. I'm sad. I hate sitting in traffic, but at least I have to talk to you guys. So you're gonna find out all about my fish. I have a bullfrog. What were we talking about? We were talking about my evil beta fish. It's big. It's really big, and it's mean. And I know they're Siamese fighting fish or whatever, and people are like, you're not supposed to put them together. I find that to be true with the males, but generally the females can establish a successful territorial pecking order. So they'll be nippy for a little bit, and like if a new fish gets added, they'll be nippy, and or I'll move some things around so their territories get messed up, but they're fine. They're fine. Yeah. I'm really not happy about this traffic. So let's just talk about my bullfrog and then I'll call it a day. I'm so mad about this. I'll show you guys the traffic when I'm done talking. It's some bullshit. I don't know how many gallons it is. I think it's like 30, it's probably a 30 gallon tall tank with a bullfrog in it. And the bullfrog I raised since he was an egg. Right outside of my Old Navy, there's a pond in the town center, in the Annapolis town center, and in that pond there are shit tons of bullfrogs. Don't excuse my language, because there is a plethora of bullfrogs, and I decided to research them, and I found out when their breeding season was, and I think it's like late April to late August or something, or May to late August. So every day I worked before and after, and during my breaks I'd go out to see if they'd laid eggs, and then after it rains, a lot of frogs, you know, lay their eggs. That's how they do it. They make that sound. Because I guess you know, it makes sense for them to lay their eggs after it rains, just because there's extra. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm not gonna show you that. It's disgraceful. People are turning around and cause. Oh my God. The guy almost hit 2 motorcycles, stupid fuck. Big ass truck almost hit 2 motorcycles. Anyway, it makes sense for them to release their tadpoles because after it rains, because there's extra water. And anyway, I went out and I got him. I got the egg. I think it's a boy. I hope it's a boy. And that was in May 6th. May 2nd of 2009 is when the egg hatched. So. It's a frog now. It changed into a frog late July, early August, and I thought it was gonna stay a tadpole. They can stay tadpoles from 1 to 3 years, and I guess I got a 1-yearer because that thing transformed in like 2 weeks. It like puffed up. It looked like it ate like a kernel of popcorn and popped it like a kernel of corn, and it popped inside of it, and then it just got like really big. And then it had legs all of a sudden, then it had arms, and then its tail was gone, and then it was a frog, and I was like, whoa! So I just got a huge tank for my sister, because she has a python, and she upgraded her tank, so I got the old tank, and I have a really cool setup. You guys will have to check it out if I ever make a video, but, yeah, that's about it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!